Do you want to know the top 5 home seller questions? Because we're going to tell you what they are right now. Right, Susan?
That's right.
All right. Well, the first question is, what do I need to fix in my home?
That's one of the biggest things sellers ask. Do I need to make any improvements? So depending on the house, depending on the situation, you have 3 options. 1, you can just sell your house as is. We've had people who sell their house literally as is with all of the stuff in it, not doing a thing. There's always a market for that kind of sale, but you don't always get the most money with that method. Another option is to just do the minimal repairs that you need, and that would be, let's say the heating system isn't working or there's a leak in the roof. There's something that needs to be addressed because it's broken or it's not working right, so that needs to be fixed before you put your house on the market.
I mean, look, red flags, right? If you think that it would cause a red flag if you were looking at a house, chances are you want to probably fix it.
Right, and then the third option is a lot of sellers come to us and say, okay, what can I do so that I can increase the sale price? Where am I going to get that return on investment?
Easy,
So,
they just have me in the house.
there you go, yep. And then they'll say, oh my God, this house is so beautiful. It comes with this beautiful man. I'm definitely going to buy it and give you all my money.
Well, they call me Roy.
So if anybody wants to take Paul, you can have him. Just let me know, call me, I'll drop him off.
For a fee, of course.
For free?
Fee.
Free.
Fee. Fee.
Free.
Do I need to stage my home?
There's a couple good reasons to stage your home. Stage homes spend 33 to 50% less time on the market, and they sell for up to 20% more than homes that aren't staged. So this is something that can give you a positive return. Cost runs between $3,000 to $6,500 plus, depending on the property, how many rooms you need staged, but it can definitely be a good investment. Not every house needs a full staging. Some houses just need a little bit of editing, and in some houses, it doesn't make sense to stage at all.
I think staging is a huge piece of it because you're inviting them in, trying to make them feel like it's a house they can see themselves in, so the staging makes a lot of sense for the majority of people. But if you're gonna buy a house and knock it down and build one, then necessarily you don't need to stage it. Maybe with a bulldozer. How do I get the most money? What do I price it at?
Super important to make sure that the house is prepped right, that it's positioned right, that it's marketed right, but also you want to make sure that it's priced right in the market. Every market is different. In some markets, you want to price under value. In some markets, it makes sense to price over value. It's really going to depend. So I think it's important to sit down, look at all those factors, see what the market's doing because it's always moving, and then make a decision based on how your house fits into the market.
How do you know the right price? Very simple. Call Bob Barker. And don't forget to have your pet spayed or neutered. How long does it take to sell my house? How stubborn are you? Right? Because a lot of people think, if I don't get what I'm asking for, then I'm not selling my house for a penny less. So the question is, how reasonable are you with your property?
So market time is very dependent on the market itself and how it's moving. You could have several different markets in one town where a certain price point is moving really fast and another price point is moving really slow. So it's all going to depend on how you've positioned your house, what is the demand in the marketplace, and how many buyers are out there for your home. So one thing that you want to remember, that if homes in your price range are selling in 4 months or less, you're in a seller's market. If they're taking between 4 and 6 months, you're in a neutral market. If it's taking over 6 months, you're in a buyer's market. So that can help guide you with how long it's going to take to sell.
When is the best time for me to sell my house?
I would say the most popular answer is the spring. Everybody thinks, okay, I gotta sell my house in the spring. But because everybody thinks I have to sell my house in the spring, that is when you have the most competition. It may not be the best time, and if you're not ready, then it's not the best time. The fall is like a second spring, so if you're not ready in the spring, maybe you want to shoot for the fall market. It gets a little bit busier. Summer and winter are a little bit slower, but one thing that I'll say about those times is that you tend to have more serious buyers in the marketplace at that time.
People just like looking at houses when they're not tromping through snow, and in the summer when it's boiling hot and people are on vacation. So you get more serious people in the colder months, right? Because they're cold.
So there are benefits to selling any time of the year, and it really, the best time is when you're ready.